Imagine walking through a dense forest in France, the air alive with the sounds of nature, and catching a fleeting glimpse of a ghost from the past, the Eurasian lynx. Once hunted to extinction in this land, this elusive predator is now reclaiming its rightful place in France's ecosystems. But the journey to bring the lynx back hasn't been without its struggles and victories. Today, we'll uncover the incredible story of the lynx's reintroduction, the ecological benefits it brings, and the challenges that still threaten its survival. A predator lost. The history of the lynx in France. The Eurasian lynx, a symbol of the untamed wild, once roamed freely across the forests and mountainous regions of France, blending seamlessly into the ecosystem as a top predator. This majestic feline played a vital role in maintaining ecological balance, regulating populations of herbivores like roe deer and wild boar. However, the tides began to turn during the Middle Ages as human expansion altered the landscape forever. The rapid deforestation that accompanied the growth of settlements fragmented the lynx's once continuous habitat. Agricultural development further shrank its range, forcing it into increasingly isolated pockets. Additionally, the decline of prey species such as roe deer and chamois, brought about by overhunting and habitat destruction, left the lynx with fewer food sources. By the 19th century, the situation had reached a breaking point. Viewed as a threat to livestock and game species prized by hunters, the lynx became a target of relentless persecution. Legal protections were non-existent, and hunting for bounties became a widespread practice. The relentless pressure ultimately pushed the lynx to the brink of extinction in France. The last confirmed lynx in the Alps was killed in 1928, and in the Pyrenees, the species vanished entirely by the early 20th century. Its extinction was not merely the loss of a striking and enigmatic predator. It left an indelible mark on the natural world. The absence of this apex predator disrupted the delicate balance of ecosystems, leading to unchecked populations of herbivores. Without natural predators, these animals overgrazed forests, stripping away young vegetation and stunting biodiversity. The ripple effects of the lynx's disappearance were felt across France's landscapes for decades, a sobering reminder of the intricate web of life that sustains healthy ecosystems. The Reintroduction Project, a bold vision. In the 1970s, a glimmer of hope emerged as conservationists across Europe recognized the vital role of apex predators like the lynx and initiated ambitious reintroduction programs. France joined this effort with a renewed determination to restore ecological balance and revive its lynx population. The reintroduction began in the Vosges Mountains in 1983, where 21 lynxes, 12 males and 9 females, were carefully released over a decade. These animals were sourced from Switzerland and Slovakia, regions where lynx populations thrived in healthy ecosystems. Similar efforts were undertaken in the Jura Mountains, while lynxes also began spreading naturally into the French Alps from neighboring Switzerland, marking a significant step in the species' recovery. The project, however, wasn't simply about releasing animals into the wild. It required meticulous planning and coordination. Conservationists focused on identifying suitable habitats with abundant prey and minimal human conflict to ensure the lynxes could thrive. They also prioritized building public support through education and community engagement to address potential fears and misunderstandings about the species. Additionally, robust legal frameworks were established to protect the lynx and its habitat, laying the groundwork for a long-term recovery effort that aimed to restore a key predator to France's ecosystems. Ecological impact: the lynx's role as nature's balancer. The return of the lynx has profoundly transformed the landscapes it now inhabits, reaffirming its crucial role as nature's balancer. As an apex predator, the lynx plays an essential part in regulating populations of herbivores, such as roe deer and wild boar. In the absence of natural predators, these species had proliferated unchecked, leading to overgrazed forests and stunted vegetation growth, which in turn disrupted entire ecosystems. The reintroduction of the lynx has brought about remarkable ecological improvements, as its predatory presence restores balance and fosters biodiversity. In regions where the lynx has been successfully reintroduced, its positive impact on the environment is increasingly evident. Forest regeneration has become one of the most visible benefits. With herbivore populations managed, young trees and plants are now able to flourish, resulting in healthier forests and greater biodiversity. Additionally, the phenomenon of trophic cascade, a process where the behavior and movement of prey species are altered in response to the presence of a predator, has encouraged herbivores to avoid sensitive areas like sapling groves, further aiding forest recovery. This revitalization of the forest ecosystem has had a cascading effect on other species as well. Healthier forests now attract a wider variety of insects and birds, boosting the ecosystem's overall health and creating a more dynamic and balanced environment. The lynx is more than just a predator. It is a keystone species whose influence extends far beyond its immediate prey. Its presence creates ripples throughout the environment, enhancing biodiversity, restoring balance, and serving as a vital agent of ecological health and regeneration. Challenges on the path to recovery. Despite the remarkable successes of reintroducing the lynx in France, significant challenges still threaten its long-term survival and coexistence with human communities. One of the most persistent issues is human-wildlife conflict. Farmers, particularly those who depend on livestock, often view the lynx as a potential danger. Although the lynx predominantly preys on wild animals such as deer, occasional attacks on sheep or goats can incite tensions. Compensation programs designed to reimburse farmers for losses have mitigated some of these conflicts, but lingering resentment continues to pose a challenge in fostering harmonious coexistence. Illegal hunting remains another serious threat to the lynx population. Despite being legally protected under national and international laws, the species is not immune to poaching. Hunters and landowners who see the lynx as a competitor for game or a menace to their livelihoods have illegally killed these animals, severely undermining conservation efforts. This unlawful activity highlights the ongoing need for better enforcement of protective measures and community education to reduce animosity toward the lynx. Genetic diversity is also a critical concern for the survival of reintroduced lynx populations. These groups are relatively small and geographically isolated, making inbreeding a pressing issue. Without the natural exchange of genetic material between populations in the Alps, Jura, and Vosges, the lynx risks suffering from genetic health problems that could jeopardize its resilience and adaptability. Facilitating connectivity between these populations is essential for maintaining the species' genetic vitality and ensuring its future in the French wilderness. Additionally, climate change presents an evolving challenge that threatens to disrupt the fragile ecosystems lynxes depend on. Rising temperatures and shifting weather patterns are already altering habitats across Europe. These changes affect prey availability, forest composition, and the suitability of certain areas for lynx habitation. As the environment continues to transform, the lynx will face new hurdles in finding adequate food, shelter, and breeding grounds. The current picture, signs of hope. Today, there are an estimated 120 to 150 lynxes in the Jura Mountains, with smaller populations in the Vosges and Alps. These numbers represent a slow but steady recovery, a testament to the resilience of nature and the determination of conservationists. In the Jura, lynxes have established a robust presence, with their range expanding into neighboring departments. The Vosges population, while smaller, continues to grow, particularly on the Alsatian side. In the Alps, lynxes are gradually forming a connected population with individuals from Switzerland, offering hope for increased genetic diversity. While the Pyrenees have yet to see a formal reintroduction, plans are under discussion. If successful, this could further bolster France's lynx population and reconnect fragmented habitats. Success factors: building a future for the lynx. Several factors have contributed to the success of France's lynx reintroduction project. 1. Legislative protection. The lynx is safeguarded under national and international laws, including the EU Habitats Directive. 2. Community engagement. Conservation groups have worked tirelessly to educate the public, reduce conflicts, and foster coexistence. 3. Scientific monitoring. Ongoing studies track lynx populations, health, and movement patterns, ensuring data-driven management. The lynx's story in France is a powerful reminder of what can be achieved when humans choose to work with nature instead of against it. The reintroduction of the Eurasian lynx in France is more than a conservation success. It's a symbol of hope for a world where humans and wildlife can coexist. While challenges like habitat loss, climate change, and human conflict persist, the progress made so far shows that restoration is possible. But the lynx's future depends on all of us. Supporting conservation efforts, spreading awareness, and advocating for policies that protect wildlife are steps we can all take. What other species might we help bring back from the brink? If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like this video and share it with friends who care about wildlife. Subscribe to our channel for more stories about the incredible efforts to save our planet's most vulnerable species. Together, we can make a difference, one species at a time.